Hello, everybody. It's Megan here, the Healing Foods Coach. I hope you're doing very well. I'm feeling good myself. It's Monday, the 16th of June. Summer weather is finally here. Yay! Lots of sun, lots of heat. Love it. Now, I also can say that because at the hottest part of the day, I happen to be indoors at work and usually the AC is on. So it's a little easier for me to celebrate 25 degrees Celsius because I'm not sitting out in the direct sunlight. However, let me just say, love the fact that the sun is out and absolutely encourage everyone to get out, even if it's just for 10 minutes, 20 minutes at the most. Get out, get that sunshine, get that vitamin D. Why? Because as much as the food side is critically important, and it is, okay, so whether you are zero carb carnivore like me, whether you are more keto, whether you're just low carb, but keeping some plants in, okay, and therefore with the assumption that you were cutting out processed sugars and seed oils and junk food, which is everyone should do anyways, but whatever form of food of eating you are following, that's always important. That's the first step, okay, for mental well-being, for physical healing and health. Get rid of all the garbage and all the crap. If you need to take it even further, like for me, as you guys probably know from watching my videos, I don't tolerate plants at all in any form. So for that reason, I am a zero carb carnivore. I miss, at this time of year, I do miss berries. I'll be honest, blueberries and strawberries. That was my jam with a bit of yogurt. Oh, Greek yogurt with berries. Oh, that was my thing. Until I had to accept it wasn't, because A, I don't tolerate berries because of my IBS and gut issues, and secondly, B, I'm lactose intolerant and should not be having yogurt in the first place. But side point. So as much as it's important to get the diet right for optimal health and healing, that is only one of several other things that you should be doing. The other thing you should be doing is, especially at this time of year when the sun is bright and hot and warm and the rays are much stronger and therefore more beneficial, get outside whenever you can. It doesn't even have to be for super long. I'm not asking you to lay in the sun and bake yourself turn yourself into a baked lobster or anything like that, but get out and get in the sun. Why? Because it's so good for our bodies, for our circadian health, yes, but vitamin D, of course. And another thing is that it has been proven scientifically that when we get outside, even if it's just for 10 minutes, and it's a beautiful sunny day, and we get out and we look up at the sun, and we enjoy it, and we sit in it for a few minutes, it just helps boost our moods. I don't know if it gets the serotonin up where it needs to be upregulated, but getting out into the sunlight, even for a little bit of time every day, will make a huge impact on your overall positive well-being. And if you're like me and you work in an office environment, or even if you say work in retail and you're indoors for your work and you don't get out in natural light a lot, you will probably find it's a lot more challenging to be positive, to be mentally sharp, to enjoy your job as much as you possibly can in those situations, right? Which is why it's not unusual during the winter season and the colder months, when we have less sun and we're indoors even more, why a lot of people struggle with feelings of low level or even severe depression. So get out into the sun when you can. Even a few minutes is a huge step. Make sure the diet's right. Again, whether you are no carb, low carb, keto, somewhere in between, that's also important. Move if you're able to. Again, it doesn't have to be a lot. It can be just some very simple stretches just to help, make you just feel a little bit more flexible and more mobile, and do what you can as the best that you can to try to minimize stress in your life. We will never get rid of it fully, but if we can minimize it, wow, how much better off we will be, right? And all of those things will help us have an improved mental and physical well-being. And I would also add, find your higher power. So for me, that is God, as in the Christian God of Jesus. Okay, that's my faith. My faith in God is what I believe in, and that's when I spend time praying and meditating. It just helps me put things into a more eternal spiritual perspective, And that just helps me realize that some of the things I end up stressing out over, I don't need to stress out over. Okay. That can be different things for different people, whatever works for you. Okay. But I find when we have something bigger than ourselves to focus on, it helps us to manage some of our stresses and daily challenges. So that would be my other tip for people. If you're wondering, that would be my suggestion. Okay. So find whatever your higher power is. Again, in my case, it happens to be a Christian faith. And so prayer and meditation, communicating, trying to set my mind with God, that helps me significantly. Might be something else for the rest of you. Finding ways to definitely try to manage your stress levels. Doing some stretches, that can be like things like yoga, Pilates stretches, whatever it might be, to help you improve flexibility and just overall calmness. Try to get outside at least once a day, even if it's for just a few minutes. That's going to help you significantly. Make sure the diet is right. So get out the sugar, get out the seed oils, get out the processed garbage and junk food. And chances are you will probably have to go take out some other things that you might really love, okay, but that are causing you harm. I'm promising you, if you do that, whether you choose low carb, keto, or full on carnivore, zero carbs like myself, again, multiple health, gut, other issues, digestive issues, and I had to. So if you're in that position, you may have to go to that extent. If you do, I promise you the rewards will be worth it. Okay, it might be a little pain at first as you come off those things, but the rewards are worth it. So hopefully these sort of tips and suggestions are helpful and encouraging. And if you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Leave comments below. As always, I do appreciate your comments, guys, and I always try to respond to them as quickly as I can, within 24 hours, definitely. If you are interested in any kind of one-to-one coaching or further support, feel free to reach out to me on my email, thehealingfoodscoach@gmail.com. That's it for today. I love you guys. Thanks for all your support. See you guys soon in the next video. Bye for now.